Part of the reason people are attracted to older people is because they have collected more lore. Generally speaking, your goal every single year should be to be a little bit more interesting. You should have a few cool stories, a few interesting things that have happened that year. I realize for some people this is challenging because they see it as just being a financial barrier. I'm not gonna say that's not true. I don't know everybody's situation. Usually that can literally just be driving somewhere 2 hours away. Ideally, you do this with a friend because then you're not coming up with things that are just in your mind. You're kind of bouncing them off of this other person and it ends up like coming together, you know? This isn't to say that you can't have fun and develop really interesting things on your own on these trips. I did a solo trip to Europe that was like one of the most important trips I've taken in my life. But I also did a trip with a really close friend, and there are completely different kinds of stories and experiences that come out of that. Because on one hand, it's me being self-sufficient and getting through this trip on my own with me knowing nobody. It forced me to meet a lot of other people, make these friendships that I still have. But then on the flip side, there's this trip with a friend where he kind of functioned as something of a safety blanket. This isn't to say we didn't meet a lot of new people, didn't do a lot of interesting stuff, because we did. I actually have a great friend from that trip as well. But you need to find a way to be just slightly more interesting every single year.